Drones are changing how countries fight wars. These are not toys you fly in a park. They are advanced flying robots used for battle. Armies use them to see what the enemy is doing without sending soldiers. They can also use them to attack targets from far away. This new way of fighting is very important. It keeps soldiers safe while still being very effective. The war between Ukraine and Russia shows us just how powerful these machines have become. Both sides are using thousands of drones every single day. They are a key part of their military plans. These unmanned aerial vehicles, or UAVs, come in many sizes. Some are very small, like a bird. Soldiers can launch them by hand to look over the next hill. Others are as big as a small airplane. These larger drones can fly for a very long time, sometimes for more than a day. They carry powerful cameras and sensors. This lets them watch large areas from high up in the sky. They send back live video to their operators. This information is critical for making smart decisions during a conflict. It gives commanders a clear picture of the battlefield. The use of drones in conflict is not entirely new, but its scale is. In the past, only a few powerful nations had access to this technology. Now, drones are much cheaper and easier to get. This means that smaller countries and even non-state groups can use them. The conflict in Ukraine is a perfect example of this shift. It is the first major war where both armies depend so heavily on a wide variety of drones. They are used for everything from finding enemy positions to guiding artillery fire with incredible accuracy. This wide availability has leveled the playing field in some ways. This change means that old ways of fighting are becoming obsolete. Tanks, ships, and soldiers on the ground are now more vulnerable than ever before. A small, cheap drone can find and track a multi-million-dollar tank. It can then call in an attack or even strike the target itself. This creates a constant threat that is hard to defend against. Soldiers must always be watching the sky. The sound of a buzzing drone can mean danger is very close. This new reality is forcing every military in the world to rethink its strategies and equipment for the future. Military drones are designed for two main jobs: watching and attacking. For watching, they are equipped with high-tech cameras. These cameras can see things clearly from miles away. Some have special sensors that can see heat, which helps them spot soldiers or vehicles even at night, or if they are hiding. The drone flies over an area, often for many hours, collecting information. This is called intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance, or ISR. The drone sends all of this information back to a control station. The operators, who might be hundreds of miles away, see exactly what the drone sees. When it is time to attack, a drone can be incredibly precise. The killing of Iranian General Qasem Soleimani in 2020 is a famous example. An American MQ-9 Reaper drone was used in that mission. The drone likely followed his convoy from the sky, unseen and unheard. Operators watched the live video feed, confirming it was the right target. They used satellite data to guide the drone perfectly. When they were sure, they fired a missile from the drone. The missile, guided by a laser, hit the car with extreme accuracy. This shows how drones can eliminate a specific target without causing a big battle. The planning for such a mission is very detailed. First, intelligence agencies gather information to find the target. They learn the person's routines and where they will be at a certain time. Then, they plan the drone's flight path to avoid being detected. The drone operators are highly trained pilots. They sit in a control room that looks like a video game setup. They use joysticks and screens to fly the drone and control its cameras and weapons. They communicate with commanders to get the final approval before launching an attack. This method of attack has many advantages for the military. The biggest advantage is that it removes risk to the pilot. The operator is safe in a bunker far from the danger zone. This allows for missions that would be too dangerous for a human pilot in a traditional jet. It also allows for patience. A drone can loiter or circle over a target area for hours, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. This level of persistence and precision was very difficult to achieve before the widespread use of advanced drone technology. It has truly changed the rules of engagement. In the war between Ukraine and Russia, drones are everywhere. They have become one of the most important tools for both armies. We see many different types being used. Some are small commercial drones that have been changed to drop small bombs. Others are large, long-range drones made specifically for war. Russia has been using many Iranian-made Shahed drones. These are called kamikaze or loitering drones. They are like flying bombs. They fly to a target and crash into it, exploding on impact. They are relatively slow and noisy, but they are also cheap. Russia often uses these drones in large groups, or swarms. They might launch dozens of Shaheds at the same time toward a Ukrainian city. Some of these drones might be decoys, with no explosives. Their job is to make the Ukrainian air defense systems busy. While the defenses are shooting at the decoys, the real explosive drones can sneak through. Russia has also been using its own German drones, which can carry a large amount of explosives. These mass attacks are designed to overwhelm defenses and cause widespread damage to things like power plants and apartment buildings. Ukraine has also become very good at using drones. They use them to find Russian troops, tanks, and artillery positions. Once a target is found, a Ukrainian drone can drop a grenade on it or guide a missile to it. This has been very effective at destroying expensive Russian equipment with cheap drones. Ukraine is also developing its own long-range attack drones. These drones are designed to fly deep into Russian territory. They can target important military sites like air bases, fuel depots, and command centers far from the front lines of the war. Planning a Ukrainian drone mission likely involves several steps. First, their intelligence units identify a valuable Russian target. This could be a bomber on an airfield or a supply truck convoy. Next, they plan the drone's flight path. They would choose a route that is low to the ground and avoids known Russian radar and air defense systems. The drone might be launched at night to make it harder to see. For a kamikaze drone, the operator guides it toward the target using a camera in its nose. The final moments would show the target getting closer and closer right before the screen goes black. Drones can cause serious damage to very important military targets. For example, a successful drone attack on an airbase can be devastating. A single small drone with a bomb could destroy a multi-million-dollar bomber or fighter jet parked on the runway. If a drone hits a place where missiles are stored, it could cause a huge explosion. This would destroy not just one missile, but many of them at once. These kinds of attacks weaken an enemy's ability to fight back. Ukraine has claimed successful drone strikes on Russian air bases, damaging valuable long-range bombers. The reason drones are so important for the future of war is simple. They offer power with less risk and less cost. Before drones, attacking a target deep inside enemy territory was very dangerous. It required sending expensive jets with human pilots. Many things could go wrong, and a pilot's life could be lost. Now, an army can send a drone that costs much less than a jet. If the drone is shot down, it is a loss of equipment, but not a loss of human life. This calculation makes commanders more willing to take risks and strike targets they would not have before. Looking ahead, drones will become even more advanced. We will see them working together in large swarms, controlled by artificial intelligence, or AI. Imagine hundreds of drones flying as a team, communicating with each other to overwhelm an enemy. They will be faster, stealthier, and smarter. They will be able to make their own decisions without a human operator. This will make them even harder to defend against. The country that masters this technology will have a huge advantage in any future conflict. Counter-drone technology will also have to evolve rapidly to keep up. In summary, drones have fundamentally changed modern warfare. They act as our eyes in the sky and as precise weapons. The war in Ukraine is a clear demonstration of their power. They can find and destroy expensive equipment, keep soldiers safe, and allow for daring attacks. As this technology continues to improve, drones will only become more central to how wars are fought. They are not just a temporary trend. They represent the new reality of the battlefield. Understanding how they work is key to understanding the future of military conflict around the world.